Hi, and thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about the Volkswagen T5. This particular vehicle is the Volkswagen Caravelle, but obviously it equally applies to the Transporter, the Kombi, and obviously all the different variants that Volkswagen has produced over the years. So this is exactly the same if you've got the T5 or the T5GP or 5.1, and obviously potentially if you have the T6, which is basically the exact same body shell, but you have a spare wheel underneath. The T6 seems to have the spare wheel removed, and instead you get a puncture repair kit to reduce weight. So these are fantastic vans. The only problem is obviously the spare wheel is held underneath the vehicle, as you can see by these two sort of bolts in front of us. And what that basically means is that you can remove it quite easily on the side of the road. It also means, unfortunately, that so can someone else. So basically what we've got here is a kit that allows us to basically secure that in a better way, to stop people from go further than just a locking wheel nut, because obviously people can remove that with various different tools. So this kit basically will protect the spare wheel. And this is basically what it looks like. So in the pack you get a locking wheel nut here. You get the protector, which the locking wheel nut sort of goes into. You've got the basically the key, which will fit onto the nut, and then you've got a nice little pouch that you can just basically put in the glove box or hide in your vehicle. So if required, and you're stuck on the side of the road, you can basically take the key out, put it in the bottom and unscrew it, and you're in the same place that you would have been if you just had a bolt there. Okay, the tools you're going to require is a socket set, and in particular you're going to need a ratchet and a 19mm socket to go onto that. So you can basically just put the socket onto this bolt here and effectively remove it from the vehicle. So as you can see, I've already done it on this vehicle. Now the Caravelle has got a longer bolt than the Transporter, or should I say any T5 that has an alloy wheel fitted from the factory, because the alloy wheel is obviously thicker than the steel wheel. So basically the bolt has to just be just that little bit longer. Okay, so with the bolt removed now, you can quite simply just grab hold of this giant hunk of steel and basically just fit it into this location here. So we're just going to sort of slide it over, so it's there. It's obviously a visual deterrent as well. And then what we're going to do is basically push the bolt up the inside of this from this direction, and basically just bolt it into the bodywork. Okay, just before you put the bolt in, just a bit of a top tip: make sure that you don't over tighten it when you put it in. Don't be using things like air guns, etc., breaker bars, because you will just have an absolute nightmare to get this thing back out again. So you just want to tighten it up to a sensible level, and I would also recommend just putting a very light run of grease on it, just to make sure it goes in nice and easy, and obviously that it comes out nice and easy should you need it on the side of the road. Okay, and that's the lock fitted in situ. So as you can see, it's relatively straightforward to fit on the vehicle. It's really sort of doesn't detract from the looks or anything like that. I think it's a worthwhile addition to any VW T5 out there, because obviously with the recent spate of thefts from these vehicles of spare wheels, I think it's an absolute must. So if you would like to have a look at the description, where you can find out links of where I've bought the parts to do this, and also please subscribe to see more videos from me. Many thanks.